The following burn demos were performed by Blanchat Manufacturing to illustrate CAFS effectiveness with limited manpower and water. To enhance the fuel load of the cars in the demos, tires were loaded into their interiors. Tires were chosen because they create an intense and difficult fire to fight. The fuel load was burned for approximately 10 minutes before liquid accelerant was added to intensify the fire. All Blanchat trucks equipped with CAFS are supplied with the row equalizer CAFS system. The row equalizer uses basic principles of physics to mix the air and water foam solution. There are 5 major decisions that must be taken into consideration before installing CAFS. The first and foremost is user-friendliness. If a system is not user-friendly, the firefighter will not use it in a high-stress situation. The row CAFS system can be learned in 1 minute. The equalizer does not require a minimum hose length for scrubbing. The equalizer also allows you to use the nozzle as you would with water. The second most important consideration is reliability. The system must work when it's needed most. The equalizer has no moving parts, springs, balancing valves, or electronics to wear or break. The row equalizer carries a lifetime warranty. Another important consideration is maintenance. Once again, the equalizer does not have any components that will wear out. A consideration often overlooked is confidence. The firefighter must trust the system. Row Industries has never had a failure in service with the equalizer. Finally, the system's capability must justify its cost. CAFS has 10 times the suppression capability of water. A 400-gallon tank with CAFS can suppress roughly the same amount of fire as a 4,000-gallon tank with only water. Another advantage of CAFS, in addition to its superior fire suppression, is its minimal harmful environmental impact. Runoff and water damage are dramatically decreased with the use of CAFS instead of water.
As I'm exiting the truck, I'm going to set my emergency brake. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to turn on my air compressor. Okay, pull my CAFS line. In this particular scenario, what I'm going to do, I'm only going to use 50 feet of line here. The reason for that, a lot of systems use at least 150 to 200 feet of line to scrub it. Start your pump. Foam injection system, set your percentage about 0.5% to 3/4, full throttle. Charge your line. I'm going to talk about 2 different systems. The row system, which we have on this truck, and the other systems as do's and don'ts. And this system breaks all the rules on the do's and don'ts. It's got its own rule book. The rule book basically is use your nozzle, period. Okay, rule number 1 on other systems. When you first open this, you're going to have chucking, you're going to have a surge and everything else until that system gets itself balanced. On this particular system, I'm going to have a small charge of air because of the air in the line when I charged it. Then I'm going to have a real slight chuck of water, or it isn't really a chuck, it's a surge of water, maybe a gallon, because the air will not come on until it has water pressure to hit that 80 pounds of pressure. Okay, here's my air chuck. See, there's my air chuck, there's that water, and now here's the CAFS. Okay, now, here's the do's and don'ts. On other systems, you open them up and you leave them run from 10, I've seen up to a minute for the system to get itself set until it starts doing a good CAFS. Now think about 10 seconds to a minute. 10 seconds is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Now you got CAFS, a good CAFS. This system, open it, I got CAFS. Another thing you don't do is open close, because when you're opening and you're closing this system, your valves, all your pressure regulators and stuff are having to readjust and try to figure out what's going on here. And also, you open it all the way. Okay, this in here, I can open, close, open, close, open, close. Okay, say I don't want a full bore. Crack it. I don't care. Full bore. Shut it off. Crack it, crack it, crack it, crack it, crack it, crack it. Full bore. It doesn't make it any difference. That's where the user-friendly, the trust comes in here. Another feature we have in this thing is called full flow. What we can do is open both valves. It's going to make a very wet, soapy solution, but it will produce over 125 gallons a minute out of this line. And that's the reason this rule came in by NFPA, because over 50% of the time they charged the system, it didn't work. This system, so to meet NFPA, you open both lines up and just shut your full flow off when it starts flowing. There's no questions asked.